ever thought about the transformation that you want to have in your life? Or have you ever wondered what it takes to be able to be the best that you could be? Or have you ever had a role model in your life that guided you? The Toastmasters, of course, guests Wendy and Liz, and now Toastmaster. It was an early spring day, out where the trees were just coming out. The leaves on the trees starting to turn more and more green, just coming out of the winter lapse. So the sun was shining, hardly any wind, and it just felt like a day that you want to belong in. And as you get closer into that tree, and even closer and closer, there's a young caterpillar there, just on the limb, moseying along, and nibbling on the leaf, eating and munching and enjoying, and Varro just having a great time, as caterpillars do. This one was taking its time because, you see, it had a wonderful day. All the leaves it could eat on the tree. Not a care in the world. Winter had passed. Spring was here. Time to spring forward. And as this caterpillar's climbing up this limb, more and more so happily, the best, in fact, the most happiest moments in a caterpillar's life that it could imagine. In fact, really focusing on the present. And all the leaves were present. And it did that for days. And a week passed. And sure enough, same thing, caterpillar going up, different tree limb, eating as many as those succulent leaves, juicy, enjoying and tasting and having the best time of their life. In fact, enjoying with other caterpillars around. Another week goes by, and again, same thing. Different tree limb, same leaves, and tasting, enjoying the sun, the day, the present. And it was at one moment that it, as it was happily going along, as pleased as could be, Wendy. You get that picture?
Yeah.
That it looks up, the caterpillar looks up. A little bit different than usual, but looks up. Not too high, but not too low. Looks up and sees a butterfly. A beautiful, colorful, red, and blue, and yellow. Colors that would astound anyone, especially the caterpillar. And the caterpillar stopped to gaze and even gasped. And it said, "Oh, what a beautiful creature that can fly above the trees, had such gorgeous colors, and really was brought to life, so to speak, to fulfillment, so to speak, to wondrous joy." So now you can imagine this caterpillar goes back at night when it's dark and it can't go to sleep because it's thinking of this wonderful creature that's flying up above with lots of colors, enjoying freedom. Nothing that had ever this caterpillar experienced. Couldn't sleep. Tossed and turned. Said, what am I to do? How do I transform into something else? If I can. After all, I'm a caterpillar, I don't do these things. And so you can imagine days go by, even slower, because now climbing up those trees, the same limbs, eating those same delicious leaves no longer were as delicious anymore, because now there was something inside that was an angst, an agony, a longing for something that was unreachable, untouchable, unfathomable. Couldn't understand it. A week went by. And looked up again, sees the caterpillar, and hears something from the butterfly. The butterflies that flying over whispers down, soon, soon you will know. That's what the caterpillar hears. Soon, soon I will know. Now there was a glimmer, just a tinge of glimmer of hope. So I went back to sleep at night. It started to at least fall asleep and starting to dream. Dream that now can transform itself into something beautiful, maybe a butterfly. And one day it goes to sleep into a cocoon for days. And the peelings of that cocoon start to come off. And this caterpillar had transformed into the most beautiful butterfly ever. Let me pause right there, because as you see, transformation is not easy. There's actually 4 steps. Let's say 3 steps, and then you get your results. Step number 1. Think about it, or desire it, or witness it happen. You can see the caterpillar just walking by, saw that, and started to thinking how it could possibly be that you can be more colorful, more beautiful, and joyful, and free, more free than ever before. Think about it. And the emotions start to happen inside. At first it's emotions of angst, desire, challenge, sleeplessness, not necessarily an emotion, but it's an effect, and then finally joy. So you have thinking, number 1. Number 2 is emotions, and number 3 is take action, the behavior. Of course, in this case, you go to sleep and the cocoon happens and the transformation happens, because it is nature that goes on in here. And that's the results that you get. You're able to be what you become. You think it, you really feel it, you act upon it, your behaviors, and the results happen. Back to our story. The butterfly just lifts up from the cocoon, sheds the cocoon, lifts out, starts to flap its wing, and somehow naturally knows what to do, Barbara. It starts to fly. And as it flies up into the sky with calm winds, beautiful sun, and over the trees, it happens to fly over some caterpillars and saw another one that looked up. And it heard, this butterfly, heard itself say, soon, 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 soon you will know.